Most of the time, Mary doesn't indicate what materials she used to tie the flies in her book, Favorite Flies and Their Histories. This one, however, she does. This is Charles Orvis's bee, and she does say that it uses chenille for the body. I do have some yellow chenille. I don't have any greenish chenille that kind of looks like peacock herl, so I'm going to go ahead and use peacock herl with the chenille for the body. I'm tying it on a number 10 hook with brown thread according to the illustration in Mary's book. I'm going to put a gold tag, so I'll just tie that mylar in. It's a bicolor mylar, so I tie it with the gold to the hook, and then I will flip it as I wrap it to get the gold to show. Just wrap down around the bend a little bit and wrap back up. And I can bring my thread back to my tie-in point and catch in the mylar. Go ahead and clip that out. So for the body, then, I am going to use peacock herl and yellow chenille. So I'm going to go ahead and tie the herl in, and I'll tie it in the whole length of the shank. That'll build up a little bit of bulk underneath of the body. Not a lot, but a little bit. So I'll wrap all the way back to where I've got that tag and clip out that little bit of butt end up over the eye. And this yellow chenille might be a little bit brighter than what's in the illustration, but it works. So I've just stripped off fibers from the thread core. Grab that with a pinch wrap, wrap back up over that, and then I'll bring my thread back up to the front again. And then I'm just going to spiral the chenille. I don't want it real close together because I want room for the herl between each wrap of chenille. Go ahead and catch that in. Do some under wraps as well. And then I'll take that herl and wrap between each of the wraps of the chenille. To get that bee body look in Charles Orvis's fly. I'm going to do the wing before I do the hackle, and I've got a couple pieces of turkey. This is a center tail from a turkey, and a wild turkey, which is also what Mary says is the wing in this fly. And then for the front hackle, I'm going to be doing it more in a soft hackle fashion. So I'll just grab that feather with my hackle plier, grab the tip, pull back on the fibers, maybe a little bit more. And then I'll clip out that tip. So all I have is that tiny little triangle. Lay that triangle against the side of the fly and wrap up over it. Then I can grab that stem with my hackle plier, pull back on all the fibers as I wrap it. Hopefully that'll help keep those fibers leaning back towards the hook bend. And catch in that stem. Pull back on the stem and wrap up over it. And then put some tension on my thread, grab that stem and snap it out. Put a whip finish on it. For the head cement, I do use a diluted goop. I just have a little jar of it, put a needle in my jar, grab a drop, and just drop it on the head and it'll soak right in. And it'll dry clear and kind of rubbery. And then I want to make sure that the eye of my hook is still clear, so I'll just pass a hackle feather through that eye. So a bee by Charles Orvis, as illustrated in Mary Orvis Marbury's book, Favorite Flies and Their Histories.